high, quiet. They might be listening. You know, a strange thing happened at our cafe yesterday. We got new Wi-Fi installed. All day, customers came up, asked for their password, connected, and I watched them. Click, click, accept all terms. A second later, and they're online. Now, one read it. Absolutely no one. Except for one old man. He sat there for half an hour. And he was reading something intently on his phone, tracing the screen with his finger, throwing, shaking his head. I went over and asked, "Need help connecting?" And he tells me, "I'm reading what I'm signing, young lady. It's an old habit. You should always read the documents." And that got me thinking. I have one question for you. You do it too, don't you? Every day, 100 times a day, without looking. Accept all cookies. Have you ever stopped to think about what you just agreed to? I hadn't. Until yesterday. Until that old man. When the cafe closed, I sat down and decided to do the same thing he did. To read it from start to finish. Every word, every comma, every subclause. And I wish I hadn't. And then I thought, if even a Wi-Fi agreement has hidden clauses, what's going on with the sites we visit every day? I decided to check. I started with a flower delivery site. What could be more harmless, right? Cute bouquets, romance. That's what I thought too. I read for 3 hours. My coffee got cold. My eyes were watering, but I kept going. And you know what? I found it. Amidst all that legal nonsense, among thousands of words about rights and obligations, they hid the main part. It was written in black and white, and clause 7.3. The user voluntarily grants the right to use the mailing address for visual observation of the condition of the delivered flowers, while the partner monitoring service urban pigeon between 10 and 12 a.m. on Tuesdays. Urban pigeon. At first, I thought it was just a cute name for some courier service. But no, they are actually using pigeons as surveillance agents. Officially, it's called delivery quality control. But think about it. Why do they need to know if your roses have wilted after a week? Now, imagine you ordered a bouquet for a date. A week later, a pigeon from Urban Pigeon flies to your window, officially to check the flowers. But what is it really doing? It sees that the date wait well, that you're living together now, that you're planning a wedding. And this information goes into a database. Client number 4829, successful romantic relationship. Recommend wedding services, offers from our partners. That's why you later get ads for rings, wedding dresses, and banquet halls. And it's all because of one innocent bouquet of tulips. Wait, here is another one. Section 15. Subclause C. The company reserves the right to collect and analyze olfactory data within 2-meter radius of the delivered bouquet to improve service quality. Olfactory data that smells. They are collecting information about the smells in your home. Think about it. The flowers sit in your living room for a week, and during that time they are analyzing all the aromas around them. What you cooked for dinner, what perfume you use, whether you have pets, if you smoke. And then you get offers, cooking classes for the very dishes your roses accidentally detected the smell of ads for that exact perfume, pet supplies, and you think, what an amazing coincidence. The algorithms know me so well. The flowers have been turned into spy devices. Every bouquet is a Trojan horse in your voluntarily bring into your own home. And you know what most incidents they use these walls on purpose. Olfactory data. Who even knows what that means? I didn't until yesterday. They could have just written, "We will sniff the air in your house." But no, collection of olfactory data to improve service quality. It sounds scientific, important, boring. Who's going to look into that? It's genius, hiding the most terrifying truth behind beautiful, incomprehensible words. How many other terms like this have we missed, thinking they were just a legal formality? But flowers are just the beginning. You know what I decided to check next? The app for a smart washing machine. What could possibly be dangerous there? Wash, rinse, spin. Section 14. Wash quality analysis. The user agrees that one item from a set of small paired textile goods may be removed without notification for the purpose of analyzing material, wear and tear. one item from a pair set. Socks? So that's where they go. I always thought it was some kind of household mystery. The physics of laundry. But they're still in there on purpose. One from a pair. But why? So, we'll buy more socks, but that's too simple, too banal for them. No, this is something deeper. They don't take the soap for the fabric. They take it for information. But what kind? DNA? No, too dangerous and complicated. They're taking information about our behavior. They're creating a global database of low-level frustration. Listen carefully. They take one soak and start a timer. The system tracks how long, days, weeks, months we keep the remaining single sock, hoping to find its mate. This allows them to calculate our personal chaos tolerance index and unfounded hope coefficient. A person who throws out the single soak after a week is unlikely to tolerate poor service. But someone who keeps it for years will calmly accept a price hike of the subscription. Our basket of single socks is our detailed psychological profile. which we feel ourselves. A washing machine isn't a household appliance. It's a data collection terminal for our patients. And the scariest part is we don't even suspect that we are part of an experiment. Every time we open our drawer and see a single sock, we think, oh, there it is again. Where did the other go? But in reality, at that moment, the smart machine is recording. Subject had detected the incomplete set. Timing reaction. Is he upset, angry, or did he shrug indifferently? We think we have problems with household organization, but it's them studying our psyche through missing socks. But socks aren't even the limit. Here, an app for monitoring pets, a camera with a laser pointer for a cat. Section 8. Interaction with animals. This service reserves the right to use proprietary sound frequencies imperceptible to the human ear to interact with the user's pets for the purpose of collecting data of their comfort levels. Collecting data on cats' comfort levels. Who even cares about that besides the cats themselves? Wait, what if it's only the cats who need it? At first, I thought they're spying on us through the cats. But cats are bad spies. They sleep 20 hours a day. Inefficient. But what if it's not? Espionage. What if it's a professional development program for cats? Think about it. They realized that humans are inefficient owners. We feed them incorrectly. We don't pet them on time. We buy uncomfortable beds. So, through ultrasounds, the app transmits instructions for the cat, training courses, how to properly look at your owner to get a treat. Top 5 manipulation technique for gaining access to the owner's pillow. A course on effectively knocking objects off a table. That's why my cat is so skilled at knocking over precisely the most expensive things. We think this app is for us, so we can admire our kitty. But in reality, it's a remote management system for cats, so they can manage us more effectively. We are not the owners. We are the outsourced maintenance staff. And when my cat just sits and stares at the wall, he's not looking at a ghost. He's undergoing his annual performance review. And here I was thinking, I was training him. If this is true, The what else are they hiding for us? Flowers, socks, cats? These aren't isolating incidents. This is a system, a global system for collecting data on our private lives through the most ordinary, everyday things. Do you understand what's happening? Every time we might sleep, click, accept all, we are signing a contract we haven't even read. And they know we don't treat them. And they purposely hide the most important parts behind scientific terms. Olfactory data, analysis of material, wear and tear, proprietary frequencies, beautiful words that hide the truth. They've turned our homes into laboratories and us into test subjects. I'm afraid to go any further if this is what's happening. Is apps for flowers, laundry, and kitties. What's happening in banking apps, on social media, in government services? But I can't do this alone. I need co-investigators. I'm calling on you. Open any user agreement. Read it carefully. Look for strange terms. Suspicious clothes. And write in the comments. Let's gather all the evidence. Maybe together we can figure out just how deep this rabbit hole goes. Just, just be careful. After what I've learned, I'm not sure who else might be watching this. It's possible that even this video is being analyzed right now for user behavioral patterns. Remember, every click on accept all could change your life in ways you can't even imagine. Now you've been warned. Read, always read. See you in the comments.